Hey there, are you feeling stuck in your rank? Can't break through no matter how hard you grind? We've all been there. It can be frustrating, constantly being a few games away from the next rank, only to go on a sudden losing streak and having to start all over again. Believe me when I say it happens to everyone. In this video, I'm looking to cover the things you should focus on to help you reach that next rank. We'll cover everything from starting off in bronze to making it all the way to Grandchamp, and everything it takes in between. And because it is important to do so, I do want to give credit where it's due. YouTubers like Waitin and Zeke have done this video themselves recently, both of which are phenomenal videos. Of course, many other people have done this type of video as well, but these were the two I got my inspiration from. And there's one more thing I'd like to cover before we jump into the video. We have recently hit 10,000 subscribers, which is an incredible achievement. However, like many other Rocket League YouTubers are pointing out at the moment, these are my stats. This means that 85.5% of you guys that are watching the channel are not subscribed. If you don't follow me on Twitter, at the start of the year I set the goal to hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of 2020. And to help me hit my goal and to continue the incredible support for the channel so far, feel free to sub to the channel if you enjoy the educational content, as I not only post weekly, but I answer almost every comment on my videos. I really like having conversations with you guys, and so I try my best to answer any questions or general comments where I can. Anyway, back to the video. Today we're going to cover how you can rank up from whatever rank you're in, and what you can focus on to help you get there. Okay, listen. Wait, hold on. Listen, I know it is a lot to take in. I know you're new to this game, it's a whole new kind of experience. Trust me, I know, I was you at one point. Take a look at this. This was literally me 8 hours into the game. I was overwhelmed and confused, but the advice everyone gives is the advice everyone should take. Just play the game. Just keep playing. At this level, you literally just need to play and you will improve. When I first got the game, my friend was gold, and within a few weeks I'd overtaken him because of the sheer amount of hours I played. When I started, I was hooked on the game and I played all day, every day. The more you play, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you improve, and the more you improve, the more fun you have playing. Just trust me and trust everyone else that tells you, just keep playing the game. Listen, okay, but seriously, you're in the same boat. You've made it out of bronze, but you're still learning the game. This isn't something to feel bad about, you just need to spend more time playing. If there was one thing I wish I did more of earlier on, it was jumping into free play in between games so that I was still playing the game. If you want to get to the top one day, you need to look at it as long term. You're not getting there tomorrow, not in a week, maybe not in a year. So don't get mad about not being the best right now. There's still so much to learn at this point in your game. But right now you just need to focus on playing, having fun, and getting some experience in the game. Gold to Platinum was a really fun grind for me. It was when I thought I kinda knew what I was doing and I could identify my weak points. However, looking back, I had no idea and every aspect of my game was a weak point. To get out of gold, I would say you need to especially focus on your rotations. But the reason this is the first thing I'm recommending and why I'm recommending it so early on is because the earlier you can learn rotations, the easier the rest of your ranked experience is going to be. You'll see a lot of people bull chasing in gold. Well, you'll see it all the way through the ranks. If you can maintain proper positioning and rotations based off where your teammates are on the field, you'll be in a better place to deal with bull chasing whether you're attacking or defending. Let me explain. If you can look around the field and identify every other player's style of play, you can adjust your own gameplay to fit. I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, your teammates will have a very offensive and aggressive style and will be looking to chase the ball whenever they can. If you can identify this early on, you can sit back a little bit and play a more defensive game, working around your teammate and adapting your playstyle to complement theirs. This might seem like a lot to take in at a gold level, but just try it. Go into a game and spend the first 30 seconds figuring out what kind of player your teammate is. If they like to ball chase, just sit back a little and try to be the defensive player your team needs. If they have a defensive mindset, play more aggressive but still try to avoid ball chasing. If by some miracle they play with solid rotations and a balanced mindset, save that replay and go and watch it from your opponent's point of view. This will show you how hard it is to overcome a team that simply knows how to rotate at a gold level. Apart from rotations, make sure you're hitting the ball with power and try not to give the ball away too much. This tip will become very useful later on. This is the area of the game where everything starts to get a little bit more serious. You've made it out of gold and you're now getting placed against players that can do all kinds of things. People can get to platinum differently. You have the players who worked on their game sense and positioning, and then you have the players who can hit double flip resets and have made it to plat because they work solely on mechanics. This is the point where I would say it's time to start learning whichever one you're missing. If you focus on rotations and positioning, it's time to work on mechanics. But when I say mechanics, I do not mean going for flip resets and air dribbles. You need to be working on things like speed and momentum, aerials, and getting good solid hits. Speed and momentum can be built up by going into free play with unlimited boost turned off, and then trying to hit the ball around the pitch while maintaining your momentum. To further these skills, practice half flips and wave dashes to help you get your way around the map a bit quicker. Aerials are something you should really start putting in time to learn, as you'll soon find a lot of the game is decided in the air. Being able to go up and get to the ball first consistently is a massive skill to learn. If you can then top this by being able to hit the ball accurately while in the air, you open yourself up to being a threat from anywhere on the pitch. This is probably the biggest step along the way, and so I would say it requires the most time and practice. Fortunately, there are so many ways to go about practicing this. Redirect training packs, aerial training packs, freestyle training packs, workshop maps, casual games, Bacchus mod, free play session, the list goes on and on. If you dedicate even a little bit of time whenever you play to just working on your aerial speed and control, you'll find yourself whiffing the ball far less and becoming a more threatening player on the pitch. So you're at Diamond. First things first, look at your game mode spread. If your 1v1 rank is sitting in silver or below, it's time to play some ones. This is where a lot of people make the call. Do they dedicate and try to grind up and eventually get to the glory that is Grand Champion rank? Or do they slow down and play the game a bit more casually now? Considering you're still watching this video, I'm guessing you're in it for the long haul. Let's continue. You want to get to Champion. You want to push past the blue ranks and finally see that purple glow. Here's what you can do. Step 1. Start playing free play twice as much as you do now. If you play 10 minutes a day, bump that up to 20. Free play is going to become your best friend. Step 2. Watch your own replays from your teammates' point of view. You'll start to see positioning errors and other small mistakes that you'll miss when watching your own gameplay. Or, watch your replay from a bird's eye view and focus solely on rotation. This is an easy way to see your mistakes. Diamond Champion isn't so much about what you can learn, it's about what you can improve or perfect. Step 3. Take a mechanic that you want to improve on and spend a few days working on it as much as you can. Do this with a few mechanics that you feel are holding you back, and after a few weeks you'll see huge improvements in your gameplay. By practicing everything in free play, reviewing positioning in replays, and then drilling specifics every few days, you've given yourself an incredible training program to boost your skills and gameplay far beyond your diamond rank. This is it. You're almost there. However, this one takes the longest. I know that because I'm still there. I've been in Champ 3 for a while now. This is the point where you start to discover there is so much more you need to be aware of. In order to get to Grand Champ, you need to start working on your boost management, shot placement, recoveries, passing, decision making. There's a lot. I suggest you keep that training routine I just mentioned, but also you need to be playing a lot of rank to see improvement. A lot of things that will help you get to Grand Champ are best practice in game, like decision making. Go into a game and think about what you want to do with each hit. Things like, I want to hit this off the backboard, or I just want a solid clear. Make sure you know what you want to achieve with every touch of the ball. Thinking your way through these decisions will cause you to make them a bit slower, but will help you to realize when you're making the wrong decisions. This is also the point in the game where keeping possession of the ball matters the most. As long as you have the ball, your opponents can't score. From here, you either win the challenge and have a better chance to score, or you lose and you can reset for the follow-up. At this level, you need to trust teammates and understand your role in each game. I mentioned it earlier, but it's also important now. Make sure you adapt to your teammates. You think people at this level rotate perfectly and have flawless mechanics? They don't. You'll get cut off many times, and instead of getting upset about it, realize your teammates aren't positioning the best and adjust your own gameplay accordingly. If you try to go into each game playing the same way regardless of who's on your team, you're going to lose much more than you win. Another way you can improve your gameplay is through coaching sessions. I've had a few sessions recently where my coach has gone over little parts of my replays and we've broken them down step by step. This has really helped me to figure out the weaknesses in my gameplay and learn to better them over time. I have also started my own coaching recently over at my Discord, which is linked in the description if you're interested. I understand champion to grand champion can be really frustrating sometimes. Overall, you should look to start a proper training schedule, spend a lot of time in free play and a lot of time playing ranked, and you should be watching high level gameplay to learn from the best. You should be constantly looking to improve your mechanics and your understanding of the game, and if you still need help, look for outside help by getting a coach to look over your gameplay with you to point out aspects you might not see yourself. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like as it really does help the video out a lot and helps to support myself and the channel. If you have other topics you'd like me to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments below. As you know, I do read all the comments and reply to almost all of them. Also, feel free to follow me on my social medias, which are linked in the description. That's everything today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.